Hello and welcome to viewers of Good Morning DRC TV. Today is Saturday, the 26th of April, and I hope you are enjoying your day or evening or whatever time it may be where you are watching this. Where I am, it's certainly beautiful, and I'm enjoying the weather right here. Today, I want to talk about this issue of refugees. Yesterday, if you followed my video, and obviously if you have been listening to Kagame's rhetoric, you will know that two things come up in most of the conversation that he has. And that is the issue of security and the issue of refugees. Well, I'm going to play you a clip and you're going to listen to him talk. But I wanted to sort of give this comment before I do that. The issue of refugees, according to Paul Kagame, there are over 100,000 Congolese refugees on Rwanda's soil. For over 20 years, he says. Now, this problem, I have to unpack this for you. You will listen to him. I'll play you the clip. But the main purpose of doing this is why I wanted to do a separate video for this one, because I wanted to let you in on some of the stuff that you may not already have picked up in terms of the grand scheme and the strategy behind the so-called refugees. So what Kagame has in his arsenal against the DRC is this. He will use the so-called refugees. Before I get into it, let me just say this. I know that there are Congolese who live in Rwanda. They do their business. They live in Rwanda. For whatever reasons it may be, there are Congolese in Rwanda. Just as much as there are Rwandans or Rwandese in Congo as we speak. They're living there, their families are there, they started life there, and they do their business and everything. So Congo has become their second home, if you like. In the same manner, there are also Congolese who live in Rwanda. For whatever reason, they're married there, they're doing business, they've got families there, and Rwanda has become their second home, if you like. But in this case here, we're talking about a certain group of people or a category of people that Kagame is calling refugees. And the exact number of them, as he gives it, there are 100,000 of them, and they've been camping there for 20 years, and he's just waiting for an opportunity to offload these people into the DRC. But the plan has always been to use this group of people he called refugees, who are not refugees at all, but this is families of people that he has prepared. They are not Congolese, but he has prepared them so that they will go into Congo as refugees and occupy certain parts of Kivu and Goma and other villages within the DRC in the eastern part, and then these families will go on to have children. These families will go to populate whatever area they occupy, so that when the time comes, they will become the majority within that village or area, and ultimately they'll want to have independence from the DRC. And this has always been on the cards. So right now, these so-called refugees is his plan basically to offload them in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and these families will go on to to have more and more children until they become the majority. And this is one of the reasons why many villages there, they have, if you like, killed millions, and they have displaced people so they can make room for these refugees that he's talking about. And this is widely known by those who study and those who understand this conflict and those who know the plan that has been conceived a long time ago in order to break up the Congo, and then there's Kivu and Goma, and some parts of the DRC will go to be occupied by Rwanda. And this evil plan has not succeeded up until this very day. But he's not giving up on this. He's not giving up on this. He's working on this, and he's making sure. When their foreign minister in the US yesterday was talking, I called upon people's attention to hear the words that he's using. The problem of refugees and security surfaced in what he was saying. They are making sure that this is out there for people to know. So that when it comes to it, then they will say, okay, so here are the 100,000 Congolese refugees here. They have to go back there. But these will not be Congolese. Okay, the plan is to bring these families into the DRC. Ultimately, they will be governed by Rwanda, but they will claim independence as the population grow. So we have to be, not have to be, but we are aware of this. This is why the DRC government has and is looking for mechanism in which to identify these people, because they have already talked about this, but there must be a mechanism in place to identify these families if they are truly Congolese of origin. Even if they're not of origin, but they must be Congolese, have they lived. There are so many ways they can do this, and there are metrics that will be used in order to identify these people. But just to make you aware of what is actually going on when Kagame is talking about refugees. Now, when it comes to the security issue, it's to do with the FDLR. The FDLR are supposed to be these genociders who committed crimes back in 1994, who fled to the Congo. They're still posing threats to Rwanda, according to Kagame. Now, let me ask you a question. 4 times already, Rwanda has invaded the Congo. They've managed to kill all these millions of Congolese. Why have they not succeeded in killing the FDLR? Because millions of Congolese have died. What's happened to the FDLR? And many of these FDLR, over 30 years now, how old are they? What kind of power do they have to cause threats to Rwanda at this stage as we speak? If the Congo itself, the FARDC, doesn't have even the means to withstand the onslaughts that came upon Goma, then what weapons or armaments that the FDLR have that will pose a threat to Kagame or to Rwanda? Really, this doesn't stick, doesn't stand. I don't swallow it. I don't believe it, and many people don't believe it. But this is part of the cabal, that we will have such a people here we call refugees that we're going to use. But I digress. We're talking about security. So what's happening here is this. There is no threat to Rwanda. The FDLR are not there, they don't exist. If they did, they're no longer a threat to them. Like I said, 4 invasions, they should have stopped them, but they haven't up until now. So it tells you there is something else going on here. Okay? And as you listen to their foreign minister, there is absolutely no basis upon which to come to the DRC or to invade the DRC. There is no reason other than the looting and the pillage, the stealing of the minerals. This is what it's all about. And as I said yesterday, the US know this because they created their own monster, and they know the rhetoric, they know the excuses and the pretext that he uses. So that's the reason why they asked him, or they told him, to cut the crap and bring his man into the US to sign that document, which they signed yesterday. And let's be honest, this war, this conflict, it's all economic. Whether it's for, Kagame or the US or any other foreign troops, Uganda and now Ruto of Kenya is getting involved as well because he's getting his gold and everything. So this is what it is. It's all economic, but people are losing their lives, and this is crazy. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'll play you this clip, and you can listen to what is being said by Paul Kagame. So, yeah, I'll play this clip for you now. Thank you. If you have not subscribed, let me ask you to subscribe and share this link with other people and get them to comment on this situation. That will be greatly appreciated. We're here. We will sound the alarm, raise our voices. Thank you.
Later on, we are held accountable in some way or even abused about. Refugees as a result of ethnic cleansing based in another country, and we must be the dumping ground of those people who are being deprived of their rights. We have had refugees here for over 20 years from DRC of one type of people. This is not Rwanda's problem. And we are going to ensure that everybody realizes that it is not Rwanda's problem. And starting with saying, those who think it is Rwanda's problem and not Congo's, first of all, remove these Congolese from here. Those who are coming in every day just on the actions of government and institutions, you tell me government is not functioning properly or this, or that's still none of my business. If it is to be my business, it is yours also, meaning the international community. These are the ones I'm addressing. It is as much your problem as it is mine. But I'm refusing that Rwanda should carry this burden and be insulted and abused every day about it.
Gabandora Lorenzi and her family can only...
You have listened to the man talk, and you heard his arguments there. I'll leave it for you to make up your mind. Let me know on the comments below what you think. Is this FDLR really a threat to Rwanda? Are there really refugees in Rwanda? Up to about 100,000 of them? Let me know what you think. I think all of us should be able to use our brains, and we should think for ourselves. I want to know what you think. Please do subscribe and share this. See you at the next video. Many thanks. Bye-bye for now.